Welcome back. In today's class, we'll do second chapter, that is fractions, decimals, and rational numbers. Okay, so we'll start the class with fractions. Okay, so first one is, what is a fraction? A fraction is a numerical value that is a part of a whole. That means, see, for example, I'll consider one. I'll consider one pizza. Now in this what we do is we make this into, now we have 4 parts in this pizza. Now what we do is, suppose I just want to remove this part, I just wanted to remove it from this pizza. So what fraction of pizza is removed from the whole? So what is a fraction? Fraction is a numerical value that is a part of a whole. So whole means what? The complete pizza. In that we are removing a part. Now how many parts we are dividing the pizza? We are dividing the pizza into 1, 2, 3, 4. So out of 4, the whole is 4. Out of 4, the shaded one we are removing out. So how many parts we are removing? Only 1. So what is a fraction? What fraction of pizza is removed? 1 by 4. Suppose if I want to remove the second one also out of total. So here, so this is in the first case we removed 1. So 1/4 part we removed. Now the other part also we need to remove from the whole. So whole thing is 4, right? In this, now we are removing the 2 parts, right? So we get 2 by 4. So out of the total pizza we are removing 2 parts. So we write it as 2 by 4. So if we can reduce it into lowest terms, 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4. So what is a fraction we are getting? 1 by 2. That means out of the whole part we are removing half of the pizza. So what is what fraction of pizza is removed now? From that we removed half. That means 2 by 4. When we reduce into lowest terms we get 1 by 2. Okay. So this is a definition of fraction. After this, now we have a proper fraction. What is a proper fraction? A fraction where the numerator is less than the denominator. A fraction where the numerator is less than the denominator. See, for example, just now we have given 2 by 4. What is this 2 by 4? 2 by 4 is a proper fraction because the numerator is less than the denominator. We can give different examples. Like denominator you write any number, but see that the numerator is less. Okay, so what is numerator? The upper one is numerator, the horizontal line, the above the horizontal line one is numerator, the below the horizontal line is denominator. So here, what is a proper fraction? A fraction where the numerator is less than the denominator. Numerator is less than the denominator is a proper fraction. Now we have improper fraction. So what is improper fraction? See, these are the examples of proper fraction. Now what is improper fraction? Improper fraction means a fraction where the numerator is greater or equal to the denominator. Numerator is greater or equal to the denominator. That means, see, for example, you take numerator is greater or equal to the denominator. A fraction where the numerator is greater. First case I am checking the greater. Here the numerator is greater than the denominator. So we say it is an improper fraction. In some cases, if the numerator and denominator are equal, then also we say it is a improper fraction. So this is about improper fraction. Then we have a mixed fraction. What is a mixed fraction? A mixed number is a combination of a whole number and a fraction. Now what are whole numbers? See, whole numbers, it starts with 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. So these are the whole numbers. So whole number means a complete number. So now when we say mixed fraction, the example will be the mixed fraction is a combination of a whole number. I will take any one whole number. I am taking 5 as a whole number and it is a combination of a whole number and a fraction. So take any fraction, 1 by 2. So the combination of a whole number and a fraction is nothing but a mixed fraction. So like that we can give different examples. Suppose you have 7 you write, then 2 by 3 is a fraction. So the combination of a whole number and a fraction gives the mixed fraction. So these are the examples of mixed fraction, improper and proper fraction. Okay, so note down. So we'll start the exercise. First problem is solve 2 plus 3 by 4. See how to solve this 2 plus 3 by 4. Here the denominator in 3 by 4 is 4, but here the denominator for this 2 is assumed to be 1. So we have 2 by 1 plus 3 by 4. So now we need to take LCM of 1 and 4. So we'll write this LCM of 1 and 4. So what is LCM of 1 and 4? It is 4. LCM of 1 and 4 is 4. So what I do is I take 2 by 1. I'll take 2 by 1. Always see that we get equal denominators. Now here the denominators are different. That is the reason I am taking LCM. So LCM of 1 and 4 is nothing but 4. So I'll write 2 by 1. So 1 goes how many times in 4? It goes 4 times. So denominator and numerator multiply with 4. See, our main target is to make the denominators equal. So we took LCM of 1 and 4, we got 4. So the denominator is 1, write that 1, numerator also as it is. 1 goes how many times in 4? In this LCM value 4, it goes 4 times. So as it goes 4 times, numerator also multiply with 4, we get 8 by 4. Next, you write 3 by 4. Now 4 goes how many times in 4? It goes 1 time. So multiply with 1. We get 3 by 4. Right? Now we got the equal denominators. After getting the same denominators, we need to add. So that is 8 by 4 plus 3 by 4. This is nothing but 11 by 4. So what is the answer we are getting? 11 by 4. So this 11 by 4 we can convert into improper fraction. How to convert this into improper fraction? This 11 by 4 we can divide. See what 11 by 4? 4 2s are 8. So the remainder is 3. So what is the improper fraction for this? The improper fraction for 11 by 4 is 2 3 by 4. You write first quotient, then remainder, then divisor. It is 2 3 by 4 is the value of this 2 plus 3 by 4. Okay, so this is completed. Now we'll go to the next problem. It is 7 by 9 plus 1 by 3. So we take LCM of 9 and 3. So LCM of 9 and 3 is 9. So how to take LCM of 9 and 3? So suppose if you are taking LCM of 9 and 3, 3 you take, 3 3s are 9, 3 1s are 3. Again we will take 3, 3 1s are 3 and 1 you have to bring down. So as we have 1 1, we have to stop here. So 3 3s are how much we are getting? 9. So the LCM is 9. So you write 7 by 9. Okay, 9 goes how many times in 9? It goes 1 time. So denominator multiply with 1, numerator also multiply with 1. It is 7 by 9. Next we have 1 by 3. So write 1 by 3. 3 goes how many times in 9? It goes 3 times. 3 times. So it is 3 by 9. So now we have the equal denominators. So just add them. So we get 7 by 9 plus 3 by 9. It is 10 by 9 I am getting. So after getting this 10 by 9, we write this in improper fraction. To write this in improper fraction, I will divide. 9 1s are 9. So remainder is 1. So what is the improper fraction? 1 1 by 9. So the answer is 1 by 9. So this is completed. Now we have one more problem, 1 minus 4 by 7. So the denominator of this 1 is nothing but 1. We don't have any denominator, but we have a numerator. So whenever we don't have a denominator, it is assumed to be 1. So we have 1. Now we'll take the LCM of 1 and 7. So what is LCM of 1 and 7? It is 7. So 1 by 1 I'll take first. So 1 goes how many times in 7? 7 times. 7 times. So it is 7 by 7. Then 4 by 7. 7 goes how many times in 7? 1 time. So I'll write 4 by 7. So as we have the same denominators, now according to the problem we have to add and subtract. So here we have a minus sign, so we need to subtract. That is 7 by 7 minus 4 by 7. So the denominators are same. What is 7 minus 4? It is 3 by 7. So here we got 3 by 7. Denominator is greater than the numerator. It is a proper fraction. So no need to divide this. Okay. So this is completed. So next problem, 2 by 3 plus 1 by 2. See, now we have an improper fraction. Now we have to convert this into we have a mixed fraction. We need to convert into improper. See how to convert. Multiply the whole number with the denominator. 2 3s are 6 plus 2. See, 2 3s are 6. This numerator you have to add. 2 3s are 6 plus 2 is 8 by 3 plus 1 by 2. So now we need to take the LCM of 3 and 2. So what is LCM of 3 and 2? It is 6. Okay. So now I'll write 8 by 3. 3 goes how many times in 6? It goes 2 times. So numerator also multiply with 2. It is 16 by 6. Then we have 1 by 2. Right? 1 by 2. So again, as LCM is 6, we need to equate both the denominators to 6. So 2 goes how many times in 6? It goes 3 times. So we get 3 by 6. So we have 16 by 6 plus 3 by 6. So we add those two. So that is 16 by 6 plus 3 by 6. That is nothing but 19 by 6. Okay. So this 19 by 6 will divide. So I'll just divide it here. 6 3s are 18. Remainder is 1. So what is the solution we get? We get 3 1 by 6. So it is 3 1 by 6. So this is completed. Now we have a next problem, that is 5 by 8 plus 1 by 6. So we take LCM of 8 and 6. So what is LCM of 8 and 6? I'll just show it. 8 comma 6. As both are even numbers, we'll take 2. 2 4s are 2 3s are 2 2s are 4. 3 will bring down. 2 1s are 3 you bring down. 1 1. Now multiply these numbers. See, 2 2s are 4. 4 2s are 8. 8 3s are 24. So what is LCM of 8 and 6? It is 24. So you write 5 by 8. Okay. 8 goes how many times in 24? It is 3 times. So we get 15 by 24. Right. Next we have 1 by 6. 6 goes how many times in 24? It goes 4 times into 4. So we get 4 by 24. Now the denominators are same, so we need to add them. That is 15 by 24 plus 4 by 24. That is 19 by 24. As the denominator is greater than the numerator, no need to divide this. Okay, so this is over. Now we'll go to the next problem. Now both are mixed fractions, so we'll convert into improper. Multiply these two. 2 3s are 6 plus 2 is 8 by 3 plus 3 2s are 6 plus 1. It is 7 by 2. Now I'll take LCM of 3 and 2. So what is LCM of 3 and 2? LCM of 3 and 2. LCM of 3 and 2 is 6. So you write 8 by 3. 3 goes how many times in 6? 2 times. So it is 16 by 6. Then 7 by 2. 2 goes how many times in 6? 3 times. 21 by 6. As the denominators are same, now we are going to add this. So this is 16 by 6 plus 21 by 6. The denominator is 6. So we'll add 6 plus 1 is 7. 2 plus 1 is 3. So we got 37 by 6. So denominator is less than the numerator. We can divide this. So I'll just divide. 6 6 are 36. So remainder is 1. So the result, the answer is 6 1 by 6. 6 1 by 6 is the answer. Okay. So this is completed. Next question. Arrange the following in ascending order. See, we have 5 by 8, 5 by 6, 1 by 2. So we take LCM of 8, 6 and 2. We take, in order to see what is ascending order. So before doing taking LCM, what is ascending order? It is nothing but small to big. But in order to write from smaller number to bigger number, we need to have the same denominators, then only we can write. So here, as the denominators are not same, it is difficult to tell which is smaller and which is bigger. So what we do is we make the denominators equal. So for that, I'll take LCM of 8, 6 and 2. So what is LCM of 8, 6 and 2? So you have 8, 6, 2. All are even numbers. So I'll start with 2. 2 4s are 8, 2 3s are 6, 2 1s are 2. We have a even number, 2 2s are 4, 3 down, 1. Again 2, 1, 3, 1. So we have only option 3, 1, 1, 1. So we'll multiply this. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 3s are 24. So what is LCM we get is 24 is a LCM. Okay. So we got 24 LCM. Now first I'll take 5 by 8. This is equal to 8 goes how many times in 24? It goes 3 times into 3. So it is 15 by 24. Next we have 5 by 6. 6 goes how many times in 24? 4 times. So I am getting 20 by 24. Then we have 1 by 2. 2 goes how many times in 24? 12 times. So I am getting 12 by 24. So as the now all the denominators are same. Now which is a smaller number in out of this 3? It is 12 by 24. So from where we got this 12 by 24? From 1 by 2. So when we are writing in ascending order, the smaller one is 1 by 2. So next smaller number is 15 by 24. From where we got this 15 by 24? From 5 by 8. So the other one will be 5 by 8. Then after that the number left is 20 by 24, that is 5 by 6. So I'll write 5 by 6. So this is the ascending order for the first one. Okay. Now we'll go to the second one. The second one is 2 by 5, 1 by 3 and 3 by 10. So we'll take LCM of 5, 3 and 10. So 5 1s are 5, 3 we bring down, 5 2s are 10. 2 you take, 1, 3, 1. 3 will take, 1, 1, 1. So what is LCM? 5 2s are 10, 10 3s are 30. So the LCM of 5, 3 and 10 is nothing but 30. Now I'll take the first number 2 by 5. Okay. 5 into how much is 30? 5 goes how many times in 30? It goes 6 times. So multiply this 6. It is 12 by 30. Then we have 1 by 3. 3 goes how many times in 30? It goes 10 times. So multiply with 10. We get 10 by 30. Then after that we have 3 by 10. So 3 by 10. 10 goes how many times in 30? It goes 3 times. So we get 9 by 30. Now we have the same denominators. Now after getting all the denominators same, the smaller number is 9. So from where we got this 9? From 3 by 10. We got 9 by 30. 9 by 30 is a smaller. So we got it from 3 by 10. So when we are writing in ascending order, the smaller one will be 3 by 10. Then the next one is 10 by 30. So 10 by 30 is from 1 by 3. So 1 by 3. I'll write 1 by 3. After that the smaller one will be, only one is left out, that is 12 by 30. We write it as 2 by 5. So this is the ascending order for the given problem. So this is completed.